Have you ever noticed that the moment your income goes up, your expenses quietly follow? Not dramatically, not all at once, just enough that somehow nothing really changes. You still think about money, you still feel a bit stretched, and you still wonder where it all goes. Let's take a simple, realistic example. Imagine someone in the US or Europe earning around $60,000 a year. After taxes, that might leave roughly $3,500 to $4,000 per month, depending on the country and state. At first, it feels like a solid income, but then life starts to take its share. Rent or mortgage, $1,400. Car payment, $400 insurance, $200 utilities and internet, $250 groceries, $400 student loan or debt payments, $300. Before anything else, that's already around $2,950 gone. And we haven't included eating out, subscriptions, small upgrades, or unexpected expenses. So maybe there's $500 left, maybe less. Now here's where things get interesting. A year later, that same person gets a raise. Their income goes up to $75,000. Objectively, this should improve their life, and in some ways, it does. But quietly, other things begin to change too. They move into a slightly nicer apartment. Their car lease gets upgraded. They start eating out a bit more often. Subscriptions increase. Travel becomes more frequent. Individually, each decision feels reasonable, but now their monthly expenses look different. Rent, $1,800. Car, $550 lifestyle spending, higher across the board, and suddenly they're still left with roughly the same margin, still thinking about money, still feeling the pressure. So what actually happened? The problem isn't income. It's the system most people operate in without realizing it. Income rises, and lifestyle expands to meet it. Not because people are careless, but because the environment encourages it. In most developed economies, spending is normalized. Upgrades are subtle, constant, socially reinforced, a better phone every 2 years, a slightly nicer home. Convenience over cost. And over time, these become your new baseline. Let's look at the math more clearly. If your income increases by $1,000 per month, but your lifestyle also increases by $800, you haven't really moved forward. You've just increased your cost of living. And here's the part people don't always calculate. That extra $800 per month isn't just spending. Over 10 years, that's nearly $100,000. Not including investment growth, not including opportunity cost. It's not just money spent, it's future flexibility lost. So why do people do this? Not because they lack discipline, but because of something more subtle: psychological adaptation. Humans adjust very quickly to improvements. What once felt like a luxury starts to feel normal. And once something feels normal, it's very hard to step back from it. There's also a social layer. You don't compare your life to your past. You compare it to people around you, colleagues, friends, people online. And in that comparison, maintaining a certain lifestyle starts to feel necessary, even if it isn't. Over time, this creates a quiet trap. Higher income, but also higher dependency on that income, which means less flexibility, less ability to take risks, less ability to save meaningfully, less room to breathe if something goes wrong. From the outside, everything looks stable, but internally, nothing has really improved. Now compare this to how financially aware people tend to think. They don't see income increases as permission to upgrade everything. They see it as an opportunity to increase the gap between what they earn and what they spend. That gap is what creates options, not income alone. They still spend, they still enjoy life, but they're selective. They understand that every permanent expense you add today becomes a fixed obligation tomorrow. And reducing obligations is often more powerful than increasing income. So the real question isn't,
how can I earn more? It's what happens when I do. Because if nothing changes in how money is handled, more income just leads to more consumption. And more consumption often leads to the same financial position, just at a higher level. This isn't about cutting everything out or living extremely frugally. It's about awareness, understanding that income alone doesn't create financial progress. The structure around your spending does. If this gave you a clearer way to think about money, you can subscribe for more calm, realistic conversations like this.